Today we're in the great borough of Sharpsburg, just northeast of Pittsburgh, and Sharpsburg is the birthplace of Heinz. Heinz Ketchup, yes. In 1869, they actually started a small company here that made horseradish sauce, and as we all know, the company has grown since then, and this area has changed in its own right. It's a very interesting neighborhood. We got a collectible shop, tattoo parlor, and even glory-bound gym, a Christian gym. So let's check out Main Street and see what it's like. The neighborhood itself has a lot of artwork, so we'll keep an eye out for that. And on this end of Main Street, you'll see this cool little building on the corner with a clock that looks over the street. We got a beautiful church on the end here. And what you notice a lot of is dive bars. There's a bunch of dive bars up and down here. It's a pretty cool area. There's not a lot of businesses that are like name brands or like Starbucks or anything like that. There might be one or two here or there, but generally speaking, you're gonna see a lot of local stuff, local bars like this one here, and of course that collectible shop. I always remember that. And then I noticed this must be relatively new. I don't remember these folks here, but it's called Ketchup City Creative. It's an art studio, and they're going on that Heinz Ketchup, kind of that creative, or that ketchup vibe. You can even see some red splatter. Oh, and I didn't even see the bottle that has a little 57 on it right there. This is super interesting. The Glory Bound Gym, I actually didn't notice this at first, but it says free gym. So is it a gym? Is it a church? Is it a little bit of both? Not quite sure. What else we got? We got Concepts Uniform Company, and then we got a guy sticking in the window here. He looks like he's ready to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Now we've all seen these little free libraries. This is a little free art gallery. And in here you can see some people have left us a few treats. We have some stickers. Looks like someone lost a key. And then we have Jason's brain on display. I think that little art gallery gives you a good idea of the vibe down here. Kind of an artsy little town. And I noticed this, if you like art or architecture, this beautiful building here. It looks awesome. I love this little round, I don't know what you call this, but this little round atrium in there. Probably someone's apartment today. It's pretty cool. And let's continue on. Like I said, there's a bunch of local shops. And actually up here, I don't have too many personal connections to Sharpsburg, but back in the day there was a guy I used to do business with, and he had a cell phone shop right here. It's not here anymore, but I still wanted to just peek in and see what it is. It was right here. Yeah, I remember it. 809 Main Street, this green building. It used to be a cell phone store. Looks like it was a vintage shop for a minute after that, but it's not that anymore either. So maybe this spot doesn't have the best luck. There's a few vacancies here and there up and down the street. There's actually a lot of cool local businesses. If you like supporting local people, mom and pops folks, you need some wedding photos, this could be the place for you. We got a little dive bar here. Not sure if they're still open, but they're definitely going for this black and yellow theme. Free beer tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow. But yeah, looks like it might be closed. Not sure if it's out of business or not, or if it's just closed for right now. Oh, doesn't look like anyone's been here for quite some time, so that's too bad. As I was saying before, there's not too many name brands here, but there is a Family Dollar. And then across the way, I met the folks, the owners of this, the Brinery. I haven't eaten there yet, but they're very nice people. So if you're into, I think it's meats, barbecue kind of thing, maybe not barbecue, but like a meat restaurant, you should try them out. And then we got some wings, Boost Mobile, different cell phone store. And then over here, there's something really interesting that I want to show you guys. We've got this little square here with a statue of a Native American. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this. You guys know how bad I butcher names in my videos. But I'm gonna go close here because, well, this might look like it has good luck. There's a little bit of bad luck going on here. So I'll give you guys a brief history of the statue and what happened here. So this is actually a statue that was given by Heinz himself to respect and honor the Seneca people who were here before this was Sharpsburg. And it was built, well, the original one was built in the late 1800s. And actually in 1930, a car went off the road and destroyed it. And so what they did is they wanted to really respect it. So they took the metal, they melted it down, and they built it again. And then in 1983, a truck went off the road and destroyed that one. And so for a few years, there was no statue because they had bad luck and it just wasn't working out. And then in 1986, they built this, which is technically a replica and not the original. But hey, it's been here for over 100 years in one form or another. And then just behind it, they have a memorial for Heinz himself, Henry John Heinz, who lived until 1919. And I mean, that name couldn't be more synonymous with Pittsburgh, and it couldn't be more famous with ketchup, and of course, with the great borough of Sharpsburg. And just in general, the street looks so cool. I mean, you see those balconies hanging off those homes right there, maybe businesses on the bottom, apartment on the top. Not quite sure. We have a lounge here, which has the name of that Native American leader who I still will not try to pronounce. And of course, once again, we see some artwork over here. So I'll head this way. And yeah, if you're wondering, like, how did this actually become a place? Well, there's a guy named James Sharp, and he settled here, and he bought 250 some acres for $1,300. And even though, oh, wait a second, we're gonna pause the story. Who are you? And why are you here? That is a big cat. Look at those ears. Well, hello there. Well, as I was saying, he came here and he bought 250 acres of land for $1,300, which of course money changes with inflation and over time, but even back then it was considered an incredible deal. And he allowed settlers to come here and make homes. He donated part of the land to a church and for a school. And yeah, people came here, and the population here peaked, and I think around the 1920s, it was about 8,000 or 9,000 people who lived in Sharpsburg, and today there's about 3,000 to 4,000, so quite a few less, but it's still a cool area to live. I actually know a couple people who live here. They like it. It's very close to the city, very close to a lot of action in, say, like Lawrenceville. You can get some wings. So yeah, great neighborhood to live in. This corner here will give you a good idea of how it's laid out. So this is Main Street. We're heading back to where we started. If you go past these buildings, the river is not too far away. And then if you look just down this side street, you'll see it goes up a hill a little bit, and then it just kind of runs into the bluff or into the mountain. So it's a very narrow and long neighborhood, but it's not very deep. Like, it goes like this way, and then it goes that way, but it doesn't go either of these other ways. And that, my friends, is a quick look at Sharpsburg. If you've been here, if you know it well, give us some recommendations, tell us what you think about it, and just in general, do you think it's a cool place? Because I'd love to hear what you have to say.